Alcohol has been a prominent feature of human civilization for thousands of years. Its history is intertwined with celebrations, rituals, and even religious ceremonies. Yet while it has been regarded as a source of joy and communion, its spiritual implications are profound and often troubling. The use of alcohol extends beyond physical intoxication. It carries significant energetic and spiritual consequences that have been explored across cultures, philosophies, and religious traditions. The relationship between alcohol and human consciousness is pivotal to understanding its spiritual consequences. Alcohol has the unique ability to alter the mind, shifting it away from its natural state of awareness and presence. While this may seem appealing as a temporary escape, the long-term effects on consciousness are far more detrimental than they appear at the surface level. Human consciousness operates on multiple levels, from the mundane to the transcendent. At its core, consciousness is a tool for self-awareness, allowing us to reflect, grow, and connect with the divine. Alcohol, however, disturbs this equilibrium. It inhibits higher cognitive functions and obstructs access to deeper spiritual states. In this altered state, individuals may feel liberated or euphoric, but the reality is a disconnection from their true essence. From a neurological perspective, alcohol affects the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for judgment, decision-making, and social behavior. This impairment diminishes self-control, leading to impulsive actions that are often incongruent with one's values. Spiritually, this manifests as a disconnection from the higher self, a state where lower desires and instincts take precedence. For individuals seeking enlightenment or spiritual growth, this disconnection is particularly damaging. Practices such as meditation, prayer, and mindfulness require a stable and focused mind. The lingering effects of alcohol, even after sobriety is regained, can make it challenging to enter these states of clarity. It acts as a barrier, preventing individuals from accessing higher levels of consciousness where profound insights and spiritual revelations reside. Despite its harmful effects, some spiritual practitioners argue that alcohol can be a tool for exploring the shadow self, the hidden, repressed aspects of the psyche. By lowering inhibitions, alcohol can bring suppressed emotions and desires to the surface, forcing individuals to confront parts of themselves they might otherwise avoid. However, this process is fraught with risk. Shadow work requires a safe and controlled environment, guided by intention and mindfulness. Alcohol, by its very nature, diminishes these qualities. While it may expose the shadow, it does not provide the tools or clarity needed to process and integrate these revelations. Instead, it often leads to shame, guilt, or further repression, perpetuating the cycle of emotional and spiritual turmoil. For those who wish to engage in shadow work, alternative methods such as journaling, therapy, or guided meditation offer safer and more effective pathways. These practices allow individuals to confront their inner darkness with clarity and compassion, fostering genuine growth and healing. Every spiritual journey is unique, shaped by individual experiences, beliefs, and choices. For some, alcohol may appear as a benign indulgence, while for others, it becomes a significant obstacle. Understanding its role in one's spiritual path requires honesty and self-reflection. In many spiritual traditions, abstaining from alcohol is seen as a way to purify the body and mind, creating a clearer channel for divine energy. This is particularly evident in practices like yoga and meditation, where maintaining a sattvic, pure state is emphasized. By avoiding substances that cloud the mind, practitioners can cultivate a state of inner harmony that aligns them with the higher self. However, the decision to abstain from alcohol is deeply personal. It requires an honest assessment of how alcohol affects one's thoughts, emotions, and spiritual practices. For some, occasional consumption may not hinder their progress, while for others, even small amounts can create significant disruptions. The key lies in mindfulness. being aware of how alcohol interacts with the body and spirit, and making choices that align with one's highest good. The impact of alcohol extends beyond the individual. It also influences collective consciousness. In social settings, alcohol often serves as a social lubricant, breaking down barriers and fostering a sense of connection. However, this connection is superficial and fleeting. By numbing individual awareness, alcohol weakens the collective vibration, creating an environment where lower energies can dominate. This phenomenon is particularly evident in large gatherings, such as parties, festivals, or communal rituals. While these events may begin with positive intentions, excessive alcohol consumption can shift the collective energy toward chaos and disorder. This shift not only affects the participants, but also ripples outward, influencing the energetic field of the surrounding environment. From a spiritual perspective, collective consciousness is a powerful force. It shapes the reality we experience and reflects the shared intentions of humanity. By choosing to engage in conscious, uplifting activities, individuals can contribute to raising the collective vibration. This does not mean rejecting social interactions or celebrations, but approaching them with awareness and responsibility. The origins and symbolism of alcohol. The word alcohol finds its roots in the Arabic term Al-Kuhul, which translates to body-eating spirit. This etymology is not just a linguistic curiosity, but an indication of how early scholars and mystics perceived the substance. In ancient alchemical texts, alcohol referred to the process of distillation, wherein the volatile essence of a substance was extracted. The concept of alcohol as a spirit ties into its ability to affect the human spirit profoundly, altering states of consciousness and, in some cases, opening pathways to realms beyond ordinary perception. Historically, alcohol has been revered and feared in equal measure. The Sumerians, one of the earliest civilizations, brewed beer and considered it a gift from the gods. Similarly, the Egyptians used wine in religious ceremonies, believing it to be a medium through which they could connect with the divine. However, even these ancient cultures recognized the duality of alcohol. While it was seen as a bridge to the divine, it also held the potential to obscure reason and lead to destructive behavior. This duality is evident in Greek mythology, where Dionysus, the god of wine, represents both ecstasy and chaos. The intoxicating effects of alcohol were seen as a way to transcend ordinary reality, but they also came with the risk of losing oneself to uncontrolled passions and delusions. The human body is not merely a physical entity. It is surrounded by an energy field, often referred to as the aura. This energy field serves as a protective barrier, filtering external influences and maintaining balance within the body. Alcohol disrupts this delicate system, creating vulnerabilities in the energetic field. When alcohol is consumed, it temporarily weakens the aura, leaving individuals more susceptible to negative influences. This is not just a metaphorical statement, but one rooted in spiritual and energetic teachings. The weakening of the aura allows lower vibrational energies, often described as astral entities or parasitic spirits, to attach themselves to the individual. These entities thrive on the chaotic energy generated by intoxication, further depleting the person's energetic reserves. The chakra system, another key aspect of human energy anatomy, is also significantly affected by alcohol. The root chakra, which governs basic survival instincts and earthly desires, becomes overstimulated, leading to impulsive and often destructive behavior. At the same time, the crown chakra, which connects individuals to higher realms of consciousness, becomes blocked. This creates a state of imbalance where lower desires dominate while spiritual awareness diminishes. Throughout history, spiritual traditions have offered insights into the consequences of alcohol consumption. In Islam, the prohibition of alcohol is rooted in its potential to cloud judgment and sever one's connection with God. The Quran refers to intoxicants as defilement from the work of Satan, emphasizing the spiritual dangers they pose. This perspective aligns with broader esoteric teachings, which view alcohol as a substance that interferes with spiritual clarity. Hinduism and Buddhism also caution against the use of alcohol. The Bhagavad Gita, a cornerstone of Hindu philosophy, categorizes substances like alcohol as tamasic, meaning they increase ignorance and lethargy while decreasing mental and spiritual purity. Similarly, Buddhist teachings emphasize mindfulness and self-control, virtues that are incompatible with the altered states induced by alcohol. Christianity presents a nuanced view of alcohol. While wine holds a sacred place in rituals like the Eucharist, where it symbolizes the blood of Christ, the Bible also warns against the excesses of drunkenness. Proverbs 20 verse 1 states, "Wine is a mocker, strong drink is raging, and whosoever is deceived thereby is not wise." The duality of alcohol as both a symbol of divine communion and a source of moral downfall reflects its complex role in spiritual discourse. Beyond religious teachings, esoteric and mystical traditions provide deeper insights into the spiritual consequences of alcohol. Rudolf Steiner, an Austrian philosopher and mystic, argued that alcohol weakens the spiritual self and makes individuals more susceptible to negative forces. According to Steiner, the spiritual self is connected to higher realms of consciousness, but alcohol severs this connection, leaving individuals vulnerable to lower vibrational energies. Sufi mysticism, particularly the poetic works of Rumi, often uses wine as a metaphor for divine love. However, the distinction between metaphorical and literal wine is crucial. While the metaphorical wine represents an intoxicating love for God, the literal consumption of alcohol is seen as a distraction from the spiritual path. This distinction underscores the idea that spiritual ecstasy should come from within, not from external substances. Shamanic traditions also caution against the use of alcohol. Many indigenous cultures view alcohol as a substance that disrupts the harmony of the light body, the energetic aspect of human existence. In some shamanic practices, individuals who consume alcohol are considered spiritually unclean and are excluded from sacred ceremonies. On a psychological level, alcohol offers a temporary escape from pain and existential despair. It numbs emotional wounds and provides a fleeting sense of euphoria. However, this escape is illusory and comes at a significant cost. By dulling the senses and suppressing emotions, alcohol prevents individuals from confronting and healing their inner struggles. Over time, this leads to emotional dependency and spiritual stagnation. In group settings, alcohol's effects are magnified. It lowers the collective vibration, creating an atmosphere where primal instincts and lower desires dominate. This is why social gatherings involving excessive drinking often devolve into chaos, with participants acting in ways that they later regret. From a spiritual perspective, such environments become fertile ground for negative energies to thrive. For those who recognize the negative impact of alcohol on their spiritual journey, transforming their relationship with it is a vital step. This transformation begins with intention, acknowledging the desire for change and committing to actions that support spiritual growth. One approach is mindful drinking, where individuals consume alcohol with full awareness of its effects on their body, mind, and spirit. This practice involves setting clear boundaries, such as limiting consumption to specific occasions or choosing beverages with lower alcohol content. By drinking mindfully, individuals can reduce the likelihood of overindulgence and maintain greater control over their actions. For others, abstinence may be the preferred path. This choice is often accompanied by a deeper exploration of alternative sources of joy, relaxation, and connection. Activities such as dancing, creative expression, or engaging in meaningful conversations can provide the same sense of fulfillment without the negative consequences of alcohol. Community support is also invaluable. Surrounding oneself with like-minded individuals who share similar values can create a supportive environment for change. Whether through spiritual groups, recovery programs, or friendships, these connections can provide encouragement and accountability. Practices like meditation, Reiki, and energy healing can help repair the energetic disruptions caused by alcohol. Meditation in particular is a powerful tool for restoring balance to the chakras and reconnecting with the higher self. Forgiveness, both of oneself and others, is another essential step in the healing process. Alcohol consumption often stems from unresolved emotional pain or trauma. By addressing these underlying issues and practicing self-compassion, individuals can break free from the cycle of dependency. Making conscious choices is also crucial. Understanding the spiritual consequences of alcohol empowers individuals to choose alignment with their higher selves over temporary pleasures. This does not necessarily mean complete abstinence. For some, moderation and mindfulness in their relationship with alcohol may be sufficient. Ultimately, the spiritual consequences of drinking alcohol invite us to reflect on our priorities and values. As we navigate our choices, we are reminded of the wisdom of Socrates, who said, "Know thyself." Self-mastery is the foundation of a virtuous life, and this includes mastery over substances that affect the mind, body, and spirit. By choosing mindfulness and alignment with our higher purpose, we can transcend the temporary allure of alcohol and embrace a path of true spiritual liberation. As individuals, we have a responsibility not only to ourselves, but also to the broader spiritual ecosystem. Every choice we make contributes to the energy we bring into the world. By choosing practices and substances that support our spiritual well-being, we create a ripple effect that influences those around us. Alcohol challenges us to confront this responsibility. It forces us to consider the balance between personal freedom and collective impact. While the occasional indulgence may seem inconsequential, repeated patterns of intoxication can have far-reaching consequences, both energetically and spiritually. By embracing mindfulness and intentional living, individuals can navigate this complex relationship with alcohol. Rather than viewing it as a source of pleasure or escape, they can approach it with respect and awareness, recognizing its potential to hinder or support their spiritual journey. By exploring the historical, cultural, and energetic dimensions of alcohol, we gain a deeper understanding of its role in our lives. This understanding empowers us to make choices that align with our highest values, fostering a state of balance and harmony. Ultimately, the journey with alcohol is deeply personal. It invites us to reflect on our priorities, confront our shadow, and embrace a path of conscious living. Through awareness and intention, we can transcend the temporary allure of alcohol and move toward a life of spiritual clarity and fulfillment. In doing so, we not only transform ourselves, but also contribute to the collective awakening of humanity. If you found this content insightful and want to dive deeper into the spiritual meanings of everyday occurrences, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll be sharing more videos on spirituality, personal growth, and how to interpret the signs the universe sends us. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thank you for watching, and may you continue to receive the divine messages meant for you. See you in the next video.